Today we're going to review Visible Wireless. I recently changed to Visible Wireless about a week ago and have been really happy with the service. And so let's get down into what made me change to them. So when you look at a cost perspective, I give Visible Wireless a 4-star. Last week I gave them a 5-star, but they changed their rate plan. They actually only had one plan for $25, unlimited, included a hotspot. They've now altered it to 2 different plans. They still offer you the hotspots, and the plans they are offering now today is a little bit better because the data caps and so forth are a little bit more robust. But $25 to $30 is their cheapest plan. $5 is a lot a month is when you're looking at multiple phones over the course of a year. If it was just one line for $5, it wouldn't be a big deal. But I give them a 4-star because of that. Prior to the rate change, they stood out as, I think, the price leader where there was no better value out there. Now, I would say there are some other providers out there that can match what they're offering. From a customer service perspective, they do not have an 800 number or a phone number you can call for support. I'm not going to ding them on that because they don't claim to have that. You can only communicate via a chat feature. I was a little nervous about that, but I have to tell you, every single time I've chatted with them, and it was quite frequently because I had a lot of questions, they were professional, they treated you like a human being, and they always were able to answer my questions or solve my problems. This blew me away. Their customer service, I think, was really, it's the best I've experienced by a mobile provider. So I was very happy with that. From a network perspective, they are on the Verizon network. So I give them a 5-star for that. Based on where you live, maybe Verizon isn't strong. So you may not give them a 5-star, or if you don't have Verizon coverage in your area, then Visible would not be the provider for you. But I think overall, when you look at their coverage nationally, Verizon has a solid network that is covered in many places in the United States. I'd say most places in the United States. So from a network perspective, I think they're great. The sign-up process was very easy with Visible, but I only give them a 4-star. And the reason why I docked a star was because it didn't go as it was supposed to go. They outline a process on the app, the way it's supposed to work. I ran into bumps on the 3 lines that I did convert over. Now, the problems were minor, and the chat feature always had it resolved for them, but that was still, it didn't go as scheduled, and it's not as easy as obviously if you're going to go into a store. Now, I don't know if my glitches had to do with the fact that I was using an eSIM, and that was something I've never used before. It is very easy though. But the sign up in itself, in general, I would say is overall a very good. The porting of the number, this was the part that had me the most nervous. The porting of the number exceeded my expectation. They told me it could take up to 24 hours. The most it took on any phone was 5 minutes. I think the quickest was like just under 2 minutes. So moving a phone over was very easy, a phone number. The other thing is they do offer a nice little perk is if you have a referral code. So if you want to use my referral code, you will get some money off your first month, and it's significant. I believe your first month, if you choose their $30 plan, would only be $10. So I believe it's $20 savings. So my referral code, which is below, which is 3MFJZS2, feel free to use that. Now, if you're going to change over multiple plans, my advice to you would be to use my referral code for the first one and then generate your own referral code and use them for each line you move over. I'm happy to take your discounts if you want, but why not capture that for yourself? I think the savings can add up. They do let you accumulate them. So if you bring 3 over, they'll give you 3 credits that you can span out over multiple months. So Visible is very good about that. Overall, I think Visible is one of the better value providers out there. They're able to do that because they don't have the stores, and stores are expensive to operate, as we've seen with any kind of online retailer. And so you reap the savings each month on your bill. And when you think about it, the only time you really need the store is if you're going to change a phone or if you are going to change service. And those aren't things we do every month. And so why pay for it every month? And if you do need to do them, it's not hard to do via an online process either. This is really, I think, where life is taking us, and so it's pretty harmless. So visible wireless is definitely something to consider, and don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my YouTube group.